Okay, let's see where we open today. So we closed on Friday up here at 6:30 or so, and we gap down today at this 560s area due to Bank of Japan comments providing more stimulus to their currency. So we need to see now if price will likely to balance here, how it will behave at previous week's highs, if it holds support and then continues towards the previous week's highs. Okay, got long here at these previous week's highs. Let's see if price is to remain this kind of breakout of previous week has no reason to go below here, so we need to see if it can retrace back above. Of course, this will mean that price can go above initial balance low, take out the European cash opening price and midpoint, take out initial balance high and then go higher. Let's see if this happens. Next 30-minute candle open now. Of course, this can liquidate another 100 points, although we need to see. Not sure about this. This range, like 100 points, can be like an easily every day, if not more than this. Although at the moment we're seeing like a whole August and a couple of months ago that market has ranged like 60-70 points range. So if market changes, you need to adapt with this. Of course, this is the first day today that we have this big range for a while now in the first hour. It's very well traded like this previous week's balance, and it has the value area here. So at the moment what we see is a rejection of price inside this week's value area. Of course, if we have two cases, one is to reject and continue grinding higher or just balancing for the day. The other one is to go straight down below because it is very well traded. You can see price now rebounding well above the lows, and need to see if what we said earlier, if it goes towards the volume weighted average price. If on the other hand goes above and holds above here, then of course this can continue higher, although this is all hypothetical scenarios. For the short intraday term, which are like 130 points since the initial balance, perhaps this can give some 50% rebound of this initial move. Okay, so let's see where we are now in terms of the bigger picture of the market. So we had a straight failure and a gap down. Today is open due to Bank of Japan comments and yen strengthening. Failed to hold above previous weeks. This is very good distributed week's high. Straight line down. Now very important level towards this much discussed 400 level as we talked the previous week. We need to see now if price will eventually hold this level and then gradually grind higher. Of course, we have 2 point of controls here of the previous weeks. Of course, previous week, the week before, just rallied straight up from here and stop at this discussed level like 700 due to FOMC Davis comments. So what we need to see now is if we can have a look here at the 30-minute chart. If we held this kind of 400s bottom for today, let's say, and then we see a slightly breakout towards this 460s level or volume weighted average price at the time. So looking for price to enter this first hour of cash trading range and then towards some 460s level. Of course, tracking SPY if it's able to go above 215 and attempt to fill this gap. So we can actually see stocks here making new highs for the US markets. We see SPY above 215. I got long here scale out already. Need to see if price eventually goes towards this volume weighted average price. Looking simultaneously on the 1 minute and on the 30-minute chart here. So here were the European cash close. To close this video with bringing up the yesterday's post above the DAX macro analysis, and was talking about VIX. This is a kind of a bottoming area here for VIX, so a kind of topping area for equities. You can see here just jumped higher towards 14s after this comment yesterday. Of course, this is something you need to track. Of course, you don't know that this can gap down through the weekend, so we need to pay attention on how further down can this exceed, and just do not try to find buy this, because fundamental change in the market can bring further downside and bigger ranges, although we need to pay attention for short-term opportunities at previous weekly lows down here.